La la. Hello peeps and welcome back to Project Hospital. Welcome back to campaign 3, where I have gone ahead and built the regular ward for this department. You can see now that we have 12 beds for it. A completely aggravating night in this game, trying to sort it out. As I say, usually when I'm playing alone and I'm amending these wards, I tend to do it bit by bit when beds become free and I'm able to fit them in, and it's a mess for a long time, but it gets there in the end. But we don't have time for that sort of nonsense when recording a series, and we shouldn't have to do that either. I feel in a computer game, I feel that you should just be able to amend a bleeding room, and items being locked down and not being able to send patients to other departments, and or it seems that sporadically that you can. Some of the patients did go to the ICU, other patients refused to go to the ICU and were shipped out. There was space on the ICU. I can't seem to send anybody to the emergency unit at all, whether it's something that department has available in medicine or not. I cannot transfer anybody. There might be some problems, I guess, with the patch in that respect. I'm not sure, because you certainly used to be able to send people to emergency. Seems a bit daft, that one. We have one patient currently on the high dependency ward, but otherwise it's pretty quiet here, and I'm hoping that we will see this start to fill up again. Also, patients that came from internal medicine and were sent on to the ICU, I tried to send back to internal medicine afterwards, and it has flat out refused to do so. If we go to ward patients, a load of them have been released, probably were released at 8 o'clock, but there was a big list of them and I wasn't allowed to change what department they were on at all. So that was fun. We've got more coming in. I hope you like the wards. It's not particularly pretty, but it gets the job done. There's a lot more space. We've added 4 beds to the high dependency. I'm not sure how many we've added to this department, but as you can see, we now have 12 beds. I think it might have been something like 6 or 7 before. I actually can't remember. But they're starting to move patients in. We even put in a couple of extra stretchers for the nurses around this area as well. This is very similar to this ward. The only difference is it doesn't have the life monitor that goes up here, but we upgraded the beds for comfort as well. In the night, we came across Elizabeth Adams, who is an alcoholic. Working in internal medicine, and a hedonist, so she really likes her food and booze, so we need to replace Elizabeth. We are going to have to fire her, unfortunately. She's returning a stretcher. She works out of here. She works out of here. So let's go to internal medicine and find her. Where is she? I think this is her here. Elizabeth Adams, indeed it is. So we are going to fire her, and what we would like to do is employ somebody who specialises in clinical nurse specialist, somebody that we really like, and I tell you what, it's this person here, Dana Gonzalez. People person, reveals hidden perks of people after interacting with them. That's fantastic. So I think we will employ her instead. Elizabeth here was doing both patient care and patient transfer, so we'll leave those on for Dana here as well. So that's a nice improvement right there. And now we just have to sort of let things calm down a bit, because it got really chaotic. This is nice. Look. So he's part of this ward, and he is able to fill his free time by watching a bit of television in this little nook that we've created here. I think that's really quite nice. I'm really quite pleased with that. And we have music out here and some chairs. Do you know what we might do is, because we've got, actually a stretcher goes here now. A stretcher does go there. I was thinking we might be able to put an additional sofa down there, but no, we have dedicated it to a stretcher. What we could do, I know what we'll do. We'll get rid of the sort of normal chairs here, rather boring chairs, and what we will replace it with a sofa, something comfortable to sit down, listen to music to, that sort of stuff, because they are inside the ward. And what I like about the ward is that it is separated off from other parts of the building that way, just to keep it quiet and whatnot. So I like that. Okay, so big upgrade has happened there on just trying to ram more people into this space, and hopefully it'll go okay. We'll monitor it, we'll see how it goes. Okay, all right, wow. So where do we go from here? Wow, it was absolutely mental. So we have Jessica Young here, who's diagnosing a patient proved to be difficult for a particular doctor. Where are you, actually? So the doctor that's having trouble dealing with this lady is Robert. He is the only doctor that we have here that doesn't have this additional diagnosis. He's not advanced enough at the moment. So I guess out of all the doctors, this is the one that makes sense. Now, I suppose, look, we have both. It could be internal medicine or it could be general surgery, although most likely internal medicine. Let's take the temperature. We can see that she has a fever here, and just a general physical examination seems like a good idea. I think that should just be a standard whenever you're seeing somebody in this capacity. Also, we can see that there might be something going on with the lungs, so maybe listening to the chest and the patient's breathing might be a good idea. You know, come on, Robert. And are we narrowing anything down? The physical examination did reveal a headache, so a little symptom here. Okay. She seems to have no traits at all, and we're trying to go for tests at the moment. This is a good one. The nasal and possibly even the oral is a good one. We're trying to go for things that have a low discomfort level first, you know, and then we'll just get more invasive as time goes on if we have to. But what we might also do, we will put player controlled. What we might do before we get more invasive is see about sending her. That's a diagnostic, or any office might do it as well. He can't. He's really struggling, isn't he, with this one? So what we might do. We're not getting a lot. The nasal cavity inspection didn't do anything, so we're now going for the oral. Shall we might have I think he can do that right here. Hopefully he can. We'll see. Patient is collapsing. Jennifer Baker has collapsed in the bogs. Bit unfortunate. At least she wasn't on the toilet. I suppose, you know, there's that. You know, that's more for informational purposes. I suppose when patients collapse, I'm not that bothered about hearing about it. So what we might do is actually just log it. I'm not that interested because they'll sort it out. They don't need me to do anything. Okay. So we don't seem to be any closer to a diagnosis here. I suppose he's getting experience out of this. Aren't you, Robert? You're getting experience. With each examination, do you get experience? I think you do. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe not. Maybe you don't. Maybe this is all just a waste of complete time. So, scheduled procedures have finished. The patient is waiting for us to plan more. Okay, so we get more invasive now. Look, it starts getting into labs and x-rays and whatnot. So I think what we're going to do, because most of it seems to be internal medicine. So what we'll do, we'll send her out to internal medicine, and we can see here that it just increases the level of examinations, more examinations that we can do. So this has low discomfort, and that can be done over an internal medicine, and they'll just have a better idea of perhaps what they're dealing with as well in general. What is this? CBC sampling. So we do start to get into lab work. I mean, we can try the differential and see if these two examinations will whittle it down, but if it doesn't, we're definitely going to have to get into lab work, aren't we? I think we'll just follow Jessica here now that she's on internal medicine as well, which is a department that's proving mighty tricky for us at the moment. Being called, so that was really quick. She was called in almost instantly. We're no longer dealing with Robert. Who is she being called by? I think Sarah here. Here we go. It says here that her doctor is Sarah. So we're going to do this thorax percussion and see if that helps us narrow anything down. She's saying take your top off. Jessica, thank you very much. She has strong diagnostic skills. Look, she has the 20% bonus experiencing diagnosis. So we might get lucky here. We might have a really good doctor for the job. Saying that, it didn't help. So we're going to try it. This is probably too many possible diagnoses for differential. We'll give it a go. But then I think we're going to have to get into lab work. So, well, she managed to remove 2 possible diagnoses. So that's pretty good. But we are now out of options. So what we have here, let's see. So this sampling collects samples from the patient fluid, sputum, stool for further analysis. That might be quite kind of good for the things that we're seeing here. This one is sort of blood based. What do we want to do? So let's have a think here. Infections and stuff. So I think I like the idea of the microbial sampling. And I think I also quite like the idea of a chest x-ray just to catch anything else possibly. So we're going for 2 things here. And I guess we'll see how that goes. Sort of learning a little bit of what may need to be done. It could just be that she'll need antibiotics, or that she might actually need to go on IV, go on to intravenous, or surgery even. So we're not sure yet what we need to do with this lady. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll do our best to find out. In the meantime, let's look at walk-ins in the emergency department, which is absolutely heaving. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what have we got? Well, he's gone home. Mark Cole has left us. This here is internal medicine, so get out of here. And it looks like they are going to need to be hospitalized. Yeah. So let's do that. Let's get them hospitalized. Excellent. This person needs to go to general surgery. And although saying that they don't need to go to general surgery, they've been dealt with. I didn't spot that quick enough. Never mind. It's happened now. Numbing ointment for you. She's had an x-ray. That's craziness. Lactose. So this is just a diet modification, right? Yes. Good. And pork tapeworm. Let's get some meds for them. Now, we're Brooke. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Brooke. Numbing ointment. Raiding that cupboard again. Right, don't do that. But we will go for diet modification. Don't do this. Rest. Do you know what? Go and do that through general surgery as well. Possible fracture. So we're just going to send you straight to orthopedy. Golfer's elbow. We don't need an x-ray on that, but what we can do is put an ice wrap on it. And then we've got Karen Garcia. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Karen Garcia. She's actually going through some stuff right now, but I'd actually quite like her to go to general medicine. I think that might be good. This would be surgery, this would be surgery, and this would be surgery. So we might as well also look at hospitalizing her, which they've done anyway. So yeah, I think we'll continue with that. Diagnosing a patient is proving to be difficult. Okay. Oh. Go to. Excellent. Let's see, what have we got here? Well, for a start, I think that we should just send her to general surgery. Let's not do player control. Let's just send her to general surgery. That's what we're going to do. Good. Anybody else that's simple here? You've gone. You should probably go over here. You don't need the MRI though. Apparently exercise is going to do it. So let's grab these three. We don't need the x-ray, just some numbing ointment. Trusty old numbing ointment. And I think we might send you to orthopedic department as well. Have we got any more clue of what's going on here? No, not with these guys, just at the moment. Okay, that's fine. So that's emergency for the moment. Walk-ins over here at general surgery. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So he's gone home. What have we got here? Casey. So we know what it is. Just some antibiotics and out the door with you. This one's a little bit more. Oh my god, that looked a bit rough, didn't it? Do you know what we might do? I don't know. We'll see. We'll leave it at that. She's all right. Antibiotics off your pop. Ooh, we know this one. So you need to be hospitalised, apparently. So there we are. We'll get that done. Urinary tract infection. They need to be triaged. They haven't been triaged yet. It hasn't quite happened. She's being called. That was unnecessary. We've given her what she's going to need for treatment. He's gone home. He got his meds, which is fantastic. Where is Brooke? She's in the lift. Coming to reception to be triaged. Can we do that a little bit faster? Please. There we go. Going to receptionist. Excellent. And then she'll be sent. So there we go. Antibiotics. Job's a good un. Job's a good un. Everybody. She's going through various examinations at the moment. Got it. There we go. Excellent. It's an emergency one, but they can deal with it here, so that's absolutely fine. Okay. Moving on to internal medicine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Let's see here. Where are you? Okay. Right. I think he needs to be hospitalised. Because this is an intravenous type thing. So we're going to hospitalise him right away and get him as comfortable as we can. This one, we don't need these tests here. Some antibiotics will do the job. Right. So we can see here that we've got some stuff going on. I think we're going to do a chest x-ray. And they are going to need to be hospitalised. I think I'm going to put them on the high dependency unit, given just sort of how bad this looks. And at the moment there is potential for them to crash. So yeah, we'll do a chest x-ray and also get them hospitalised. Jennifer, there was no need for that. Insulin therapy, I don't think they need to be hospitalised for that. And he was dealt with and sent away. So that's fantastic. And then the orthopedic department. 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. She's going for a chest x-ray. We got somebody here who's unable to do a differential. So we might look into that in just one moment. They've got some tests going on. We don't need the MRI for this patient here. That's unnecessary. We'll give them these meds. He was dealt with. They were dealt with. Excellent. Oh, look at this. Numbing ointment. They have a whole room full of it here. I think, is this surgery? This might be office diagnostic unit. Don't know. That might be surgery. They might need to be hospitalized. Not sure. We'll find out. And then this person. Okay. Fine. Right. So let's move this moment. And let's come into here. Yeah, it is this department. And we have 2 of these rooms. So we have a couple of doctors here. We have you and we have you. So neither of the daytime doctors on this department are actually able to do differential. Neither of them. Which is really annoying. Now, William here is a hedonist, so he spends twice as much time enjoying food, so he probably has quite long breaks. We have Linda here. She does not cause discomfort during examinations, so I kind of want to keep her around. And what we might do, even though that she has gained quite a lot here, we're going to change her over to advanced diagnosis, and then we are going to fire him and employ somebody new, somebody who does have advanced diagnosis. And it looks like that here we have, how much were we paying this guy? He was quite cheap, wasn't he? Oh well, we're about to spend quite a lot more on John Wilson here, but that's fine. And then I would kind of like to make sure, yes, so the nighttime doctor is absolutely fine. She does do it, so that's good. That's that problem dealt with. So now she's having her x-ray, so she probably won't need this differential, but there we are. In fact, let's go and watch her have her x-ray. Isn't she supposed to be on the table? Pretty sure she's supposed to be on the table for this. No? I guess it's not that. No? It's a different type, is it? Look, you can see they've got the wrong walls over here. She's using this bit, I guess. It's being done from a distance across this way, I see, for her chest x-ray. Interesting. Okay. She doesn't have to lie down for that one. Excellent. So I'm assuming that this chest x-ray will actually tell us which one it is. It has. And a compression wrap, again, I think can just be done in the office. I don't think she needs to be hospitalized for that. I can't remember. Quite honestly, I cannot remember. We're really having trouble diagnosing this lady. That is for sure. Yeah, because it looks like that she's had the results and it didn't do anything. So she's waiting to be x-rayed. I think. Interesting. That's that player controlled one that I seem to be messing up quite nicely. Who's this guy on? We favorited Joseph Hill here. Well, he seems fine. So we will unfavorite him now. That should be fine. All good, eh? All good. Should we look at our new wards? Is it filling up? Is it going okay? We've got a couple here. Yeah, so we've got 4 in high dependency at the moment. Looks like we have a couple in just the normal ward. That's good. I'm pleased. I'm pleased that that's going okay. I am rather pleased. Right. So back over to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You went home. You don't need this x-ray. What's going on, Frank? You don't need this x-ray. Run away and get some numbing ointment. Okay, and you need some meds. There we go. Don't know about you yet. All these tests were unnecessary. Now, liver medication, we can't actually do that here, so we're going to send them over to general surgery so we can give them the liver medication. Jobs are good, and office diagnostic unit. Yeah, that seems fine. Right, okay, lovely. She hasn't actually been seen yet. William, okay, he is in for examination at the moment, and Jessica's being called. Interesting. I'm not quite sure which one it is yet, which department would be best, but it's possible that they're on the right department for this. Monitored patient is collapsing. A monitored patient. Again, I'm not sure I need to know that, do I? Because again, I'm pretty sure they will just deal with it. I'll keep an eye on it. If I don't interfere though, they should just deal with it. I can't see it being an issue in any way. What's going on? They are whittling hers down quite well, which is fantastic. Okay, it's done it. Excellent. So some antivirals for you. Oops. I lost the other lady. Did you see? Okay. Taking the temperature. I'm wondering if we should... No. Yes? No. Maybe. Maybe. It could be that simple. Could be that simple. So she has been sent to the ICU, you see. She has been sent to the ICU. You know, there's a whole bunch of tests. They'll send her in. Looks like she's had the surgery. I think blue is finished. Yeah, so she's had the surgery. They'll deal with it. They'll do it. In fact, let's just take these away because... are we doing her skin allergy test? I think that we are. Hay fever. She's got hay fever. Antihistamines. There we go. Excellent. So let's go over to Dana here. And let's just flip this around so that we can see Dana. So, I mean, if we didn't have a pop-up, I'm fairly confident that this would be absolutely fine. They would just do it, right? There we go. So she's gone on to the IV infusion. Now we still do have a problem here. So probably the one that I would really like to do is the urgent echo. That's probably... I'd probably remove the x-ray and everything and go for this urgent echo and possibly blood pressure as well. You know. Okay. Urgent echo. There's no discomfort for that. And there's no discomfort for the blood pressure thing. So, out of interest, I am just going to remove the ones that I don't want to do. Just to see if it would get it. But they had lots of tests lined up that they did themselves and they would work through them. So I'm fairly confident that it would all be okay. She's getting medicine. Scheduled procedures have finished. The patient is waiting for you. So Jessica. Okay, Jessica. Her x-ray showed nothing. In that case, we will put her to favourite and just let the doctors decide. They've immediately gone for this particular type of sampling. Just shows how much I know. So they've gone for blood work. Okay, interesting. I wasn't sure about the blood work. I really wasn't. Learning. That's what we're doing here. So... here we go. They're doing the blood pressure measuring, but I'd really like to get the urgent echo in. I'd like to do the ECG. That's done in the cut. Okay, maybe not then. So they're doing blood pressure measuring. In progress. Okay, and then if we could also do the urgent echo, please. Dana here has a trait of shy. She is likely to hide delicate symptoms, which is just makes things somewhat difficult. So we're interested in the urgent echo. We still don't know what this problematic symptom is here that can cause her to collapse and has caused her to collapse. All we know is that it resulted in palpitations, so it feels to me like blood, and just looking at the heart, and that might be a good idea. But we'll see. So urgent echo underway, everybody. No? Can we have a member of staff come and do this? Tachycardia. It was a tachycardia. So they've immediately given her the medicine. That's because it was causing palpitations, you know. This makes sense to me. So I don't think that we need to do these other tests at all. I think that'll be fine now. That'll be absolutely fine. I'm really pleased with that. Excellent. Now, something I'd like to do, actually. So I like what they've got going on in here, in the ICU with the curtains. So I'm wondering how that would look over here if we were to come back into the wards, get these curtains. It's a green ward. If we were, can we, is it not going to allow us? Seems a bit weird. No? Just to have it floating like this is weird, no? If we did it like that. Is this allowed? Does this work? Is this weird? Won't let me do that one. Probably because of the poster. You know, there's a poster there. So if we got rid of the poster. Oh yeah. Okay. Hang on a minute. Yeah, that's it is a little bit weird. But at the same time, no, they just sort of look like they're floating, don't they? Oops, I got rid of the clock. They do kind of look like they're just floating. It's a bit of a shame. I'm just thinking that it would be nice. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Should I put the curtains in or not? It just kind of looked like they were floating a bit, to be honest. And it was putting me off. But if you'd like them, we could put them in. That's no problem at all. So where are we? Should we just go over these again? As there's been a lot of mucking about. So some exercise for you, sir. And compression wrap for you. They might need to be hospitalised. Who knows? I certainly don't. And this could be internal medicine, general surgery, or emergency. I mean, this could go any way, to be honest. Any which way, Carol Barkley. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, please hit that like button. As long as you are here, why not take your first step on the path to total coolness by supporting me via Patreon. The cooler you are, the harder I work, which means even more SHIZWAH.